Hey guys, welcome to, I'm just going live on Facebook right now too, so, okay, welcome to day 2 of the Relationship Revolution. So excited to be with you guys tonight. We're going to be talking about one sign of a healthy relationship. One sign. Before we kick that off, I want to tell you guys that what we're doing here tonight and yesterday and the next 2 days are part of my curriculum for my, get ready for it, the Partner Project membership that is coming out this week. You can get the link with information, but what it is a 6-month membership with me. And each month, we're going to be doing, anyway, lots of fun stuff, and I'll tell you more about that tomorrow. But it's going to be $21 a month, and it'll be amazing. It'll be an opportunity for you to work on either the relationship you currently have or one you potentially might want to have in the future. And if you've had some frustrations, problems in the past, we're going to work on being the best version of you in the Partner Project. And again, it's a monthly membership with me that's rolling out next month. So I'll have the link and information for you guys available this week. And if you guys are getting my bonus material from the Relationship Revolution that my team's sending out to you, there'll also be information in that for you as well. So, okay, if you are currently in a relationship, okay, I'm going to speak to that tonight. So if you are widowed, divorced, and you're in a new relationship, or you're in one that's not so new and you find yourself struggling a little bit, you are not alone. And it is okay to need help. And I am so grateful for the opportunity to share with those that are struggling in relationships, move forward and find peace, hope, and happiness. So if you are struggling, don't be embarrassed. Don't be afraid. You can reach out to a coach or a mentor. You can go to my website, CamilleBauer.com, and I would be more than happy to schedule a free call with you and to see if we can work together and I could help you move forward and have more peace and happiness in your life, because that is what I'm all about. Life could be hard, life could be tragic, but that doesn't mean your future has to be. So if that sounds like you, that you are struggling and you want to move forward, hit me up. So, okay, today, one sign of a healthy relationship that I want to talk about is no mind reading is expected. Okay, how many times are you just like, they should know because they know me? And then you get irritated because they didn't come through for you, but they should just know. As I work with my clients, that is a big thing, is getting in the trap of thinking your partner knows you enough to be a mind reader. There's a great quote that is by Henry Winkler, okay? And it is awesome. And it says, assumptions are the termites of relationships. So when you're assuming that your partner knows that you want your back rubbed tonight, and then you're upset and mad because they don't offer to rub your back, like you're setting them up. You're setting them up to fail. So you need to clearly define your expectations. If that's hard for you, I got you. I'm going to help you tonight. And this, again, is just a little tasting sampling of the fun we're going to be working on every month in the Partner Project membership. So another great one by Steve Arterburn is, great relationships are based on clarity and not mind reading. We need to clearly define what we need, especially if you are widowed or divorced and you have a lot of feelings in your heart, and maybe current expectations from a previous spouse that always did something, and this current partner is not doing that. You really need to define what you need. And when you do that, magic happens. When you can say what you mean and mean what you say, great things will be able to build and grow in your relationship, okay? I loved that we needed to just give each other grace. Okay, I was working with one client and she's just like, I have to do everything. I have to do everything. I'm so frustrated. I'm frustrated with my husband. If I ask him to do something, he doesn't come through for me. So I'm just doing everything. I'm picking up the kids. He's gonna make dinner wrong. So I have to do this and I have to do that. And I'm sitting there listening to her and I'm just like, okay, when was the last time you asked him to help you? And she just kind of went quiet, and then she looked at me and was just, she couldn't remember the last time that she had asked for his help. Remember the last time she had given him the opportunity to come through for her. And I'm just like, okay, you are not giving him even the opportunity. Like, he is danged if he does and danged if he doesn't, because he has no idea what to do. Can you imagine being in a partnership with this person who complains and expects you to read their mind? Like, we do that, especially as women, especially if we have past patterns in relationships with previous people. And it's really easy to carry that in and those expectations in with your now current relationships. So watch out for that. Be able to clearly state what you want, what you need. And tonight we're going to work on this is a great one from Tony Robbins. Do what you did in the beginning of a relationship and there won't be an end. So I know you get in the beginning, you think, oh, they can't do any wrong and I love them and I'm going to do all these things for them. And then we get in the trap of getting where we're disappointed because they're not coming through as often or as frequently, or man, you aren't doing what you did earlier in our relationship. But don't worry about what's not being done because you're not verbalizing it. Make sure you verbalize, make sure you communicate where you're at and how your partner can help you. And again, this is even translates for me and other clients into motherhood. All right. It is really hard to be rattling off all the things we need to do to our kids. So sometimes we just stop and think that they should know that they need to do all these things. But if you clearly define in age-appropriate expectations, then you're able to have more success. Because let's be truthful, we can't read people's minds. And even though, you think you've been with somebody for so long and they should just know, well, they don't know. So don't get mad at them. Verbalize what you need. If you're verbalizing what you need and then they don't do it, that's where we have a different issue, okay? And I work on that with my clients, so I can definitely help you with that as well. Let's see. So what I want you to do is our homework today, because action equals happiness. When we are acting, we can create more happiness in our life. So the action for this in our relationship tonight is clearly define 2 things that you need. Okay, and if you're not in a romantic relationship, make that with, any other relationship you're kind of struggling with right now. You're bugged with, maybe it's a good friend that you're just like, I don't know why she's not reaching out to me. I'm having a hard time and she knows that, or whatever you're in right now. I want you to clearly define 2 things you can do tonight. 2 things you can do. Like, don't delay. What 2 things? Maybe you text your grandma. Maybe you write a note. Like 2 things that you would like to connect with somebody, to do with someone that you're in a relationship with. Not some. And think about it. What would make you so happy if they just read your mind and did? That's what I want you to do tonight. Okay? Instead of waiting for someone to read your mind, what do you want in that relationship? And state it and feel how empowering that is. When you define what you need, someone that loves you can come through for you. And try out the experiment. Test it out, because it works. it's in the universe, right? When you define, when you put out what you need and what you want, you'll get it back. So I'm excited for you guys to test that out tonight. Action equals happiness. Action will create baby step results. So take these baby steps tonight and move forward on creating an atmosphere in your relationships where no mind reading is expected. Because mind reading is a killer. If you are seriously thinking like someone should be reading your mind because they know you, you're not being fair. You're not being fair to yourself, and you're not being fair to them because they can't read your mind, okay? All right, a question that I got asked, reached out to a couple yesterday is, if I am dating somebody that is widowed or divorced, what can I do to better understand them? And this is something that I get asked a lot, especially people that are thinking about dating somebody that's a widower or divorced, and they're kind of apprehensive about it. I think an action step for you tonight, if you are in that camp of dating somebody that is experienced trauma in their past and loss, divorce or devastation, is ask questions. Okay? If that person that you love and that you're in a partnership with and they kind of go quiet and you're wondering, okay, and you have this thought process of what's going on, did I hurt their feelings? Am I not good enough? You know, frequently that is something that my clients, if you're dating somebody that's widowed or divorced, that is a common problem, is people, especially not more the divorced, but more the widow or widowed. If you're dating someone that is, it's very easy to get stuck in that cycle of, oh my gosh, they're thinking about their previous spouse and I'm a loser. I'm not good enough. I'll never add up. I'll never be what they want. They like it the other way. I can't give them what they need. You know, get out of your thoughts. And my tip for you is ask questions, okay? Questions are your friends. When you are dating somebody that's experienced hard times in the past, and they fill your cup and they're worth your effort and energy, you want to ask them questions. When their appearance changes, when their mannerisms might change, you want to make sure and ask them questions, okay? And when you continuously show up, like we talked about yesterday, continuously showing up for them and being a safe person, day in, day out, when you continuously show up for them, then they're going to feel safe enough to answer back your questions and help you get some insight into their situation. Okay. Somebody that I was working with, her husband died by suicide, and a gun range was triggering to her. Okay. And her partner, you know, I had a session with him and he was trying to understand like what he did wrong and why they were having this disconnect. And then when we were putting the pieces together, you know, and she communicated that her feelings about guns made her a trigger. You know, it completely depleted, you know, he wasn't even thinking that. It wasn't even on his wavelength. Even though it should have been, right? You think, hello, you should be reading my mind and know that that's a trigger for me, but it wasn't spoken, it wasn't said. And so since then they've moved past that, and he knows that that's tender and sensitive, and that's not something that she's ready for at this point. But we need to use questions. Using questions in relationships helps us to better understand where the other person is at. And when we can understand someone, we can better meet their needs. So watch out for that. Be prepared for that. And questions are your friends, right? We're moms and we get so many questions. Sometimes questions aren't our friends. But in relationships that you want to improve and grow, we want to ask those questions, okay? Also, so don't forget, you guys are going to be getting fun bonus material in your newsletter that's coming with the challenge. So don't forget to go sign up on CamilleBauer.com on my banner for your enter in my newsletter, so you can be signed up to get the bonus material for this week that me and my team have put together. And then you'll also get information about the partner project membership that's coming out. So anyways, I love you guys. Don't try to get your partner set up for failure because they're not reading your mind, okay? If you're upset, if you are frustrated, if your partner is not coming through for you because you think they should just do it because they should just know, no, that's not right. You need to say what you need. So take your baby steps, okay? Again, your homework. 2 things. What are 2 things you can do right now, tonight, to foster a relationship? You know, if that person did read your mind, and let's think if it's your sister or your friend or even your current partner, you know, if you wanted them to read your mind and do something for you, what would it be? And then communicate that. Don't be afraid to do that. And I love you guys, and continue to pop your comments in, and I'll look over those again and get back to you guys tomorrow. But it's been fun to do the Relationship Revolution event with you guys. It's been a fun, positive feedback, and I'll see you guys 2 more nights this week, so Tuesday and Wednesday. And don't forget to give me your email on the CamilleBauer.com, and I'll be able to sign you up for a bunch of fun bonus material. Hey, Tim, good to see you on YouTube, and glad you popped on. And anyway, I hope you guys can help improve your quality of your relationships by clearly defining what you need. If you're finding you have a problem doing that, don't be afraid to reach out. Coaches are good, amazing things. Anything you want to grow, you have to work on. So I would be honored to help you go through anything that you're struggling with right now. So you can reach out to me on my website, CamilleBauer.com, and schedule a free call, and we can hop on and see what I can do to help you in your quality of life, generate more happiness, peace, and hope, because that's what I'm about. So anyway, I hope you guys have a good night, and I will see you tomorrow.